everyone. It's Ari again. I wanted to do a video tonight again. Not because I'm excited to do one, but I just wanted to discuss a little bit about some of the difficulties of being trans and some of the sadness that occurs. I was riding home tonight from a support group meeting, and when you're at a support group meeting, so you're talking with a bunch of people who are going through the same thing as you. And as you sit there and you listen to people chat, you hear about their insecurities and their tough times. And you tell yourself you go to a support group to get support. But one of the difficulties is sometimes you don't get much support and you end up being the person who's supporting. And it's sometimes very hard to listen to some of the difficulties that people are going through, especially people who have transitioned and you perceive them to be doing well, and you hear that their insecurities are still there, and that they haven't worked themselves through all those insecurities related to being trans. And for me, that causes lots of fear inside to hear someone who is transitioned and is living full time for a long period of time, and they still have these insecurities. And it scares you. I mean, it really scares me, because you tell yourself you're doing the right thing, you tell yourself you're moving forward, and you hear that someone has transitioned and they still have fears and concerns and things that make them very anxious. It's very scary. And on top of that, whenever I get an insecurity about transitioning, the interesting thing that jumps up for me is all the insecurities I have. I mean, my biggest insecurity and my biggest sadness that comes from this transition is the loss of my spouse. Having a person that I could go through life with, knowing that they would always be there, was something that I always wanted in my life. Knowing that transition and being who I am has made it so that I've lost that. I had a pretty good relationship with my ex-wife. Still do. It's just not the same as many people would understand. It's just hard, because I look to my future, and I personally have a very hard time seeing that I would find anyone that I had that close of a relationship with. Some of that revolves around the fact that I'm trans and my insecurity about being trans, and worrying about someone finding me to be someone that's worthwhile to spend the rest of my life with. And knowing that I have insecurities about myself and who I am, it definitely makes me worry that there wouldn't be someone who would be there for me. So I'm sorry that I gave you guys a bit of a downer video tonight, but I mean, I think I always put myself out here on this video. It looks as though I'm somewhat put together, and I try to talk about the happy moments. And even when I talk about the sad moments, I don't quite give you the true expression of how I'm feeling. Tonight, I don't feel as sad as I have felt at times, but there's definitely a sadness inside me tonight. I hope what I'm saying here, I know it's not exciting and so forth, but I hope this is some of the nitty-gritty of what you go through in the transition. This is the realness of what we experience, the insecurity, the hopes, the fears. I hope I've given a little of that tonight. So, I'm a little earlier than I got home tonight at 10 or 12, so I'm doing a little better. I don't have to go for a full day of work tomorrow. I have a seminar to go to, so it should be a lot easier sitting in a seat watching a bunch of people teaching stuff. So that should be nice. But thanks everybody for listening. I hope what I'm saying means something, and you'll find it helpful or insightful, or it helps people to learn about me and people who are trans. So, all right, I babble about this stuff.